So
Mhm.
Ginkgo's one big strength is the data that you have amassed. Can you give us some sense about the scope and the scale of the data that you have and how that differentiates you?
Absolutely. So I would say there's two aspects of our what I think of as the strength of our data. One is the data we have, and two is the data we can generate. And so I'll talk a little bit about both of those because I think they're important kind of different ways. So one is, we've generated over the years of our own programs where we're allowed to keep for the programs in which we're allowed to retain data, which is a significant portion of our programs, as well as data that we've sourced from a variety of partners that we've acquired data from. We have a very large collection of data about protein sequences, DNA sequences, what DNA expresses in what systems effectively, for example. And
Mhm.
to give you a sense of scale, we have many billions of sequences of kind of protein readouts that we have of protein sequences occurring in the wild, for example. And so there's an incredibly rich pool of data that we could use and that we are using to train really large scale machine learning models that allow us to understand some of these core fundamental biological systems. At the same time, my belief is very much that the future of biology will involve a lot more data than the present of biology. I think if you look at the kind of trend lines in this field, we're inventing new ways to inspect biological systems every day. I think it's pretty clear that there's much more complexity than the existing data that anyone has could really understand. And so we're thinking hard about how we can build really scalable data generation tools, right? In biology, there's always going to be a physical measurement aspect to what you're doing that is going to limit what you can do. But we think hard from first principles about what are the things we can actually scale up and get tons of data about. And I think that's going to be really important for kind of the next generation of biology, which I think will be driven by much less of people generating data for whatever their programs were and much more people generating data purely for the purpose of building models on top of them. And I think that's going to be a really exciting period of exploration and scientific discovery.
Mhm.